Do you ever get confused between went and gone? Or say things like, I eat now yesterday?
We've all been there, but today we're making tenses simple with a memory hack that'll make them stick for good.
Welcome to the English Story Podcast, the podcast for learning real English through real stories and smart conversation.
If you're learning English and want to sound more natural, more clear, and more confident, you're in the right place.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Ryan. And today we're going to break down the three basic English tenses present, past, and future, but in a way that actually makes sense. We'll use a timeline trick, real examples, and even a storytelling memory hack to help you lock these tenses into your brain without memorizing grammar charts. Let's jump in. Present, past, future. Mastering English tenses with memory hacks.
Okay, so let's start with this. Most people learn grammar like it's a bunch of rules to memorize. Boring, right?
Yeah, and your brain doesn't love rules. It loves stories, pictures, and meaning. So today we're going to teach you tenses using something way more powerful, your own day.
We call it the time traveler's timeline. Imagine your day from morning to night. Morning is the past, noon is the present, and evening is the future. Super simple.
So picture this. It's morning. You just woke up. What did you do? You ate breakfast. That's past tense. You ate.
Now it's noon. You're listening to this podcast. That's the present. You can say, I listened to a podcast. Or even better, I am listening to a podcast.
And later tonight, you're going to watch your favorite show, right? That's future. You'll say, I will watch a show.
Let's repeat that with 3 simple sentences. Ready?
Morning, I ate breakfast. Noon, I am listening to a podcast. Evening, I will watch a show.
Now here's the hack. Instead of just saying the words, see the actions in your mind. Picture yourself at the kitchen table eating toast. That's your past memory.
Now picture yourself with your phone, earbuds in right now. That's present.
And now imagine yourself on the couch later, popcorn in hand, watching your show. That's your future.
This is what we call mental anchoring. When you connect an English sentence to a real image from your day, your brain stores it better. It's no longer just grammar, it's personal.
Let's do one more. Think of this sentence. I walk. Now, past. I walked to school yesterday. Present. I am walking to school now. Future. I will walk to school tomorrow, pues.
Again, close your eyes. Picture yourself in each moment. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. That's how we build a memory timeline.
So, why does this work? It's not just imagination, it's brain science. Your memory loves time and space. When you use a mental timeline, you're giving your brain a map. That makes it easier to remember which tense to use.
Exactly. Think of yourself as a time traveler moving through your day. Every sentence you say belongs somewhere on your timeline, past, present, or future.
And the best part? You already live this timeline every day. So now, you're not learning something new. You're just putting English on top of your real life.
So now that you've got the timeline in your head, we're going to zoom in on the present tense and show you the difference between daily habits and things happening right now.
That's coming up in the next segment. Stay with us.
All right, now that you've got the time traveler's timeline in your head, let's zoom in on what's happening right now, the present.
But here's the catch. There are actually 2 kinds of present tense, and a lot of learners mix them up.
The first one is present simple. Think of this as your everyday tense. You use it for habits, routines, and facts.
For example, I eat breakfast at 8 a.m. That's something you do regularly. Not just today, always.
Now, the second kind is present continuous. This is what you use when something is happening right now in this moment.
I am eating breakfast. That means it's happening right now while you speak.
Let's put them side by side. Listen to this. I walk to work every day. Present simple, a routine. I am walking to work now. Present continuous, it's happening as we speak.
Here's a simple tip to remember the difference. If you can put the word always in the sentence, it's probably present simple. If you can say right now, it's present continuous.
Try this with us. Think about one thing you do every day. Got it?
Now say it out loud, like this. I drink coffee every morning. Present simple.
Now imagine you're holding a cup of coffee in your hand right now. That's present continuous. I am drinking coffee.
This is where the visual memory trick comes in. Your brain remembers better when you tie a sentence to a mental image.
So picture it. You see yourself at the kitchen table every morning, routine. Then zoom into right now, you sipping coffee, live action.
Let's do another one. I read the news every day. Present simple. Routine.
I am reading the news right now. Present continuous. Action happening now.
If you're just learning English, don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to get comfortable switching between these two.
Here's a quick challenge for you. Describe your day in two parts. First, say three things you usually do. Use present simple. Then describe what you're doing right now. Use present continuous.
Example. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I go to work. Now, I am listening to a podcast. I am learning English. I am getting better.
If you do this daily, even for 1 minute, it builds fluency. You start thinking in English, not just translating.
And when you can think in English, speaking becomes automatic, natural. That's the goal.
In the next part, we're moving on to past and future tenses, and we've got a fun storytelling trick to help you lock them in.
Let's keep going.
So we've tackled the present. Now it's time to jump back and forward in time. You ready, Emma?
Always. Let's start with the past. Specifically, past simple. This is for actions that are done, finished, over.
Think. I watched a movie last night. Boom. Done. Not watching anymore. That's past simple.
Here's the pattern. Subject plus past verb. I walked. She studied. They cooked.
No extra helping verbs, no ing. Just the action in the past.
Okay, now let's fast forward to the future. There are two common ways to talk about future actions in English.
First is with will. For example, I will go to the gym tomorrow.
Second is with going to. I'm going to visit my friend this weekend. Both are future. Same meaning, different feeling.
Will feels a bit more formal or spontaneous, something you just decided. Going to is more planned.
Let's bring it all together with a fun little trick. The 3-sentence story.
Here's how it works. You tell a mini story with 3 sentences, one in the past, one in the present, one in the future.
Like this. I made tea this morning. I am drinking water now. I will cook dinner tonight.
Simple, real, powerful. You're practicing all 3 tenses in less than 10 seconds.
Now your turn. Think of something you did yesterday. Say it out loud.
Next, what are you doing right now? Even if it's just, I am listening to this podcast. That counts.
Now finish with one future plan. Doesn't have to be big. I will study later. Or, I'm going to call my mom. Done.
Here's the key. Do this every day. One tiny story, every morning or evening. It builds your fluency like a muscle.
And here's a tip from learning science. Use spaced repetition. That means don't cram. Just review these stories a little each day.
Your brain learns better when it sees the same info again later, not all at once. So repeat your 3 sentence story tomorrow, then again in 2 days, then again in a week.
That's how you move grammar from short-term memory into your long-term real-life English. It becomes automatic.
So don't worry about being perfect. Focus on being consistent. 1 sentence a day, then 3, then soon you'll start thinking in English without even trying.
Coming up next, we'll wrap this all up with a quick recap and your listener challenge for the week. All right, let's bring it all together.
Today, we didn't just throw grammar rules at you, we gave you a way to feel how tenses work, using your own timeline, using your own day.
Here's the big idea. Past, present. What's happening now? Future equals what's coming. And the trick, picture it, live it, speak it.
And don't overthink it. You don't need to memorize long lists of verb tenses. You just need to use them, little and often.
Which brings us to your weekly challenge. Listener challenge.
Starting today, we want you to say or write 3 sentences every day. That's it. Just 3.
1 sentence about your daily routine. Present simple. 1 sentence about something you did yesterday. Past simple. 1 sentence about something you will do. Future tense.
Example: I drink tea every morning. I watched a movie last night. I will study English tomorrow.
Do this once a day for the next 7 days. Speak it out loud or write it in a notebook, or even better, record yourself and listen back.
Because when you say it, see it, and repeat it, you're training your brain to speak English naturally, not just academically.
And if you stick to this challenge, you'll be amazed at how much more confident and automatic English starts to feel.
Next time on English Story Podcast, we're getting you ready for real-life situations fast.
We're sharing 15 must-know English phrases for travel, conversation, and daily life, plus simple tricks to help you never forget them.
Hit subscribe, don't miss it, and hey, if this episode helped you, leave a review or share it with someone learning English too.
Thanks for listening to the English Story Podcast. We'll see you next time.